My understanding was that Islam was just for the Middle East and that Christianity was for white people. As soon as I became Muslim, I stopped drinking, or I stopped smoking, or stopped everything. Because again, I feel like Islam is the total opposite from anything that we're taught in America. My name is Isabelle, and I'm from Texas in America. And currently I'm a special education teacher for elementary school students. My childhood was filled with a lot of love, but it was also very chaotic. My parents were both addicts and they got sick very often. During that time, I was also raised within the Catholic Church. So my faith was a very big part of my life. It helped me deal with a lot of the things that I was going through at home. My teenage years were a bit more chaotic than my childhood was. I got pregnant with my son when I was 15 years old. And at that point, I was kind of pushed out of my church community, and I was pushed out of my family. I ended up attending an Evangelical church, but they marketed themselves as non-denominational. I thought that it would just be a Christian church, just regular. They ended up being ardent supporters of Israel, and their beliefs were not aligned with mine. Early 2023, I made the decision to leave that church as well. And then right after that, the war in Gaza started. I started posting online and talking to people from all over the world. I saw the Palestinians in the rubble praying to God. I saw the Palestinian mothers thanking God after they lost their entire family, after they lost their children. And I wanted a faith like that. I had faith, but I wanted that certainty that they had amidst all this horror that was happening. When I saw what was actually happening in Palestine, my heart shattered. Because again, I went to a church that strongly supported Israel. I was in a society that told us these people were terrorists. And that's just not true. I decided to become a Muslim right after the war in Gaza started. Before this, my understanding was that Islam was just for the Middle East and that Christianity was for white people. So I never felt like I had a choice. I got a copy of the Quran and I read it in about 2 days. It was a translation. Specifically, it was in Surah Al-Baqarah, so the second surah. When I finished reading that surah, it felt like every question I had was immediately answered. I saw the light, like I was behind a curtain, the curtain was lifted. After I took my shahada, I remember so many people saying, welcome to the religion of peace, and I felt it.
Sister, inshallah, I need you to repeat after me. أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
لا
لا
إله
إله
إلا
إلا
الله
الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
رسول
رسول
الله
الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
عيسى
عيسى
عبد
عبد
الله
الله
ورسوله.
ورسول.
MashaAllah, sister, you are Muslimah now. Congratulations. Allahu Akbar wa illahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar wa illahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar.
I love Islam. I love everything about it. As soon as I became Muslim, I stopped drinking, or I stopped smoking, or I stopped everything, because the void that I had inside of me, I felt that I was filling with all of these negative things. I feel like God finally filled it with my faith. Because again, I feel like Islam is the total opposite from anything that we're taught in America. Who I am today isn't who I was yesterday, and inshallah, I'll be, different, and hopefully that different is a better person tomorrow and later on down the line.
Minyatür sanatı çok eskiye giden bir sanat. Hem hikaye, hem görsel, hem dini olayları anlatan bir sanattır minyatür. İslam coğrafyasında, kültüründe.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Isabelle.
Alaikum salam.
I came here to Istanbul to learn more about Islam.
That's very nice.
I actually reverted about a year ago, and it was right after the war started in Palestine.
It's very nice to hear this. Actually, the beauty of Islam is like the self-reflection and the being on the way to seeking the knowledge, to seeking the truth. So the thing that I heard from your story, I think you try to read and you try to find the way by taking an example from the Palestinian, their faith, their efforts. It's very nice. Actually, the first command of Allah, the first revelation was the ikra, means the read, seek the knowledge, find the truth, use your ration, because Allah has created us in this way. We are different from the other creation. That gives us another responsibility to seeking the knowledge, to finding our way, to finding our God, and obeying Him, and being a good person. For example, look at today. What is happening in Gaza? We started talking about the Gaza. People started to questioning their faith. It makes them like shake it. So people started to question what is going on, what's happening. The people are killing, suffering from the pains, everything.
That's exactly what happened to me when I saw everything that was happening in Gaza. I had read about it, but witnessing it, when I saw the reality of what was happening in the occupation and the atrocities being committed, I was shaken. I was completely shaken when I saw what was happening, and I was like, that's what I was taught is not reality.